In this edition of RPPV News, a counsellor is suspended, puppy lovers are ripped off, and an early end to the footy season. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPPV News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. New daily COVID cases in Victoria are now in the hundreds, and our Chief Health Officer has declared that most lockdown restrictions will remain in place until 70% of Victorians have had at least one dose of vaccine. It's hoped that this will happen by about the 23rd of September. The Peninsula is ahead of the game, with 65% of eligible community members having already received their first shot. Frankston is a little behind at 53.8%, but still ahead of many regions. We have 4 new exposure sites in the region, in Rosebud and Frankston. Law firm All Pass & Associates is a Tier 1 site. If you are at the offices on Suffolk Street in Rosebud on Wednesday the 25th or Thursday the 26th, you must get tested immediately, then quarantine for 14 days from the date you were there. We have 3 new Tier 2 sites. If you're at 7-Eleven in Rosebud on Thursday the 26th, the Roundabout Cafe in Frankston last Saturday the 28th, or Chemist Warehouse Coringal on Sunday the 29th, you must get a COVID test immediately, then isolate until you have a negative result. Councillor Stephen Hughes, who represents the Northwest Ward for Frankston City Council, has been stood down from his duties. An internal arbitration process was set up to investigate claims Councillor Hughes breached the Councillor Code of Conduct multiple times last year. Between February and March, Councillor Hughes made a number of social media posts calling Mayor Chris Bolam a tyrant who stifled free speech and comparing council behaviour to the North Korean regime. The arbiter, the Honourable Shane Marshall, found Councillor Hughes had engaged in 4 instances of misconduct by bringing discredit on the council and by not treating Mayor Bolam with dignity, courtesy and respect. He noted that Councillor Hughes had shown no remorse and lacked insight into his misconduct. He suspended Councillor Hughes for 1 calendar month, effective from the 31st of August. During the term of his suspension, Councillor Hughes will not have access to council resources or receive councillor remuneration entitlements. In his most recent Facebook post, Councillor Hughes says he wholeheartedly disagrees with the findings and compares his situation to the story of David and Goliath. A local has been taking advantage of lockdown to set up an online puppy scam that netted her over $31,000. Mornington Peninsula Police arrested and charged a Blackberry woman this week over allegations that she has been scamming people who were in search of a pedigree dog over the past year. It is alleged the woman advertised French Bulldog puppies for sale through online marketplaces and convinced 5 victims from across the country to make a substantial deposit payment for a puppy. Once victims paid the deposit, the woman allegedly asked for transport and veterinary costs before ceasing all contact, leaving the victims without a puppy or their money back. Victims reported they had lost between $1,800 and $18,000 as a result of the scam. Detectives arrested a 42-year-old woman this week and charged her with 5 counts of obtaining property by deception. The debate about the proposed Arthur Seat Quarry expansion has hit the news again, with a prominent article in this week's The Australian. The article reported on the decision of the Wilderness Society to take an almost $200,000 grant from the Ross Trust. The trust, established to create positive social and environmental change, has been under pressure following its decision to increase the size of the quarry on Arthur's Seat, destroying 90 hectares of native habitat. Peninsula Preservation Group President Dr. Mark Fansett likened the Wilderness Society's decision to accept Ross Trust funds to a cancer ward taking donations from a cigarette company. The Australian stated the Wilderness Society has declined to comment. AFL Southeast has announced that the remaining games planned for season 2021, including all finals, have been cancelled. They stated it had become clear that it will not be possible to return to football in the Greater Melbourne area in the near future. They will work with all leagues to manage the impact this decision has, including whether premierships will be awarded. They still intend to run virtual awards nights for each of the competitions to provide a positive closure to the season. More information on this will be provided over the coming weeks. And our community is being invited to participate in the annual World Suicide Prevention Day event hosted by the local network Chasing Change. This year's theme is Creating Hope Through Action. The theme reminds us that through action our community can make a difference to someone in their darkest moments. From this coming Friday the 10th of September till 5 p.m. on Sunday the 12th, Chasing Change is running a COVID-safe event, encouraging our community to walk around Mornington Park in their own time and tie a ribbon on the chain-link fence along the Esplanade. Everyone who registers for the event will receive a free pack including information on local support services, a coffee voucher, Chasing Change merchandise and a ribbon to tie. To register for the event and to learn more about Chasing Change, visit mournpen.vic.gov.au/walk for suicide prevention. We go now to other stories happening across Frankston and the Peninsula. In other news, the Mornington Peninsula Shire is to contest a Ryman Healthcare Supreme Court appeal against a VCAT decision that refused a permit to develop the old Ansett property in Kunyong Road, Mount Eliza. In July, VCAT upheld the Shire position that the development was inappropriate and at odds with the amenity of the surrounding green wedge. The appeal relates to whether VCAT correctly interpreted relevant sections of the Shire's planning scheme. The Supreme Court hearing dates are unknown at this stage, but likely to occur in the latter half of 2022. After the break, we go to Patricia with the coming week's weather report.
There's a quiet revolution happening on the rooftops of Australia. And at Solar Heart, we're proud to be leading the charge. One home, one family, one solar panel at a time, helping smart Aussies make a real difference to the planet, cutting their energy bills and connecting them to their smart energy future. Get smart, get Solar Heart.
RPPV and Bendigo Bank have a long-standing relationship. Without the Bendigo Bank, we wouldn't have a transmitter site, we wouldn't have a studio, we wouldn't have an outside broadcast van, and without them, we can't tell the stories that we think the Bendigo Bank community, our community, needs to hear.
Thanks, Bendigo Bank.
Thanks for your support.
Established in 1988, Progress Signs has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs, specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
Hello, I'm Patricia and welcome to this week's RPP Mornington Peninsula 7-day weather forecast. This week we are once again staying close to home. As you know, it has been a great week for working in the garden with those sunny days last Wednesday and Thursday. However, this coming week could be a greater challenge. Let's take a look. Today, Saturday, the 4th of September, has been another mixed day with a touch of sun and rain. Typical spring weather on the peninsula. Today we reach a top of 14 and a low of 8. Sunday sees the showers easing. Expect an overcast with a 90% chance of showers across the peninsula. We will be looking for another top of 14 and a low of 8. Monday sees most of the rain passing to reveal a mostly cloudy day. We can expect a low of 8 and a high of 15. Tuesday sees a very cloudy day with a low of 8 and a high of 15. Wednesday, the 8th of September, sees another partly cloudy day, which will bring light winds. Expect a low of 8 and a high of 17. Although our warmest day of the week, the rain returns late on Thursday, bringing us a low of 11 and a high of 20. And finally, Friday brings a partly cloudy day with a 60% chance of rain. We should feel a low of 9 and a top of 17. Well, that's all for this week. Try to schedule your exercise time outside for between the showers. And until next time, please remember to support your local businesses. Take good care.
And now to our surf guru Muzz with this week's surf report.
Hey guys, it's Muzz back here with this week's Mornington Peninsula Surf Report. Doesn't look good out there. I don't think we're going to get out of lockdown in any quick time. There's been surf around and quite a bit of swell, and it's going to hang in there pretty much right through this whole week. The only problem is there is a strong front coming through. We'll have rain and onshore winds Friday into Saturday and probably Sunday. There'll be a bit of a jump in the swell on Sunday. Monday winds will go back around to the west, so there'll be enough swell for the waves in Western Port, and that'll go through Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Tuesday there should be a bit of a push in the swell, and the wind will go a bit more northwest. But after 2 beautiful sunny days and nice surf, it's about to go back to winter, so it was good to see a good start to spring. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, enjoy. Hopefully we have better news soon. You know, Dan's got to give us a bit of freedom. You know, we're not getting anything. We've got no cases on the peninsula and we can't do anything. So let's hope so. Come on Dan, get an act and we'll see you in the surf.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Stay safe, use the QR codes and get vaccinated if you can. Bringing you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.